Hey there, it's Calvin Strawn from the Find a Way to Win programs, talking about how to be your best under pressure. Today we're looking at how to be confident in any moment. One of the very clear associations with pressure is a lack of confidence. A lot of times people choke under pressure because they just don't think they have the confidence to follow through. So in this quick video, how can you get confidence in an instant? Well, the first thing is this: you have to practice like crazy and prep like crazy. And you hear me saying it over and over again in all my videos because it's the number one thing. If you're not over prepared, you're under prepared. So you have to overdo it. Now I'll give you some context to really get this, because it's not just common sense. Back in my career, I used to be a medical device sales rep. And what that means is I would go into the operating room and have to tell a surgeon how to do a hip or a knee surgery. My job was to say, cut here, measure here, do this, use this size. I was a quasi surgeon. When I was first getting going though, to learn to do the job, they would give me what's called a surgical technique, which is basically a book on how to do the surgery. So I think I'm doing a good job and getting ready. I read the book, I memorize all the steps, I got it in my head, I walk in the room. The trouble is the book is a hand drawing or a computer drawing. It's not the actual instruments. And so I walk into the room and they go, hey, where do we cut? How much do we cut? What do we do now? Hey, what's this? What's this for? How far should we go? And all of a sudden now my textbook knowledge, which is memorized and well done, is failing me. And the worst part is I'm now choking under the pressure. I'm babbling, I don't know what to say, I'm getting jittery and look like a total fool. The key difference is the preparation. As I said to you, if you're not over-prepared, you're under-prepared. So from that humiliating moment, I determined to bring home the instruments to my house. So I brought the instruments home, the saws, the drills, the hammers, the sawbones, right? And I sat in my basement in my home and did surgery after surgery after surgery in my own house, to the point where I knew exactly how high or low your hand should be. I knew how far left or right it should be. I knew what size drill, what the hole should look like. I was over-prepared. That over-preparation gave me such certainty in the room, I could not fail. So it didn't matter who the surgeon was, experienced or inexperienced, I was totally ready for any moment because I was so over-prepared. This thing has served me in so many contexts, as an athlete, as an actor, as a sales rep, as a speaker. And it's not just my idea. If you look at any of the greats, I love watching Jennifer Lopez or Beyonce, any of their behind-the-scenes footage for their concerts, how hard they prep. Before they get anywhere near that show, they're going through it over and over and over. They know what they're doing. They're career professional entertainers. They know how to do it. But that is not an excuse. Every single time they over prepare. Tom Brady, I love it when you watch Tom Brady. Game on the line, he's on the bench and he looks unbelievably poised. How does that happen? It's the over preparation. He's watching game films. He's constantly tossing the ball. He's constantly running plays in the background. So when he comes to the moment, he's so ready. It's your over preparation you need. I can't say it enough. Number two is this: state. As many of you know, I used to be a coach for Tony Robbins. And Tony made very popular the phrase state, manager state. The thing is, state is not necessarily his term. It comes from neuro-linguistic programming. And what they found in that, and I'm certified in that as well, is that state is a combination of how you think and how you feel. Right? State is how you think and how you feel. So state's broken down into three things: how you move your body posture, your facial expressions, your gestures. It's also composed of what you think about, what you're focusing on, and the actual words you use. So here's the point: when you're bored or tired or fearful or full of anxiety, those things have a state. They have a body posture, a gesture, a facial expression, a thought. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. What am I going to do? How am I going to get through this? All right. And language. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All right. So that's a state. You can shift your state by shifting your body posture, your gestures, your facial expressions. So therefore, confidence is a state. Confidence has a body posture. Confidence has a gesture, has a look, has a thought. I've got this. I'm gonna crush this. Has a language. I'm ready. I can do it. Let's go. So confidence has a certain piece. So to be confident in any given moment, what is your confidence state? What's it look like for you? Don't borrow mine. Don't borrow Tom Brady's or Beyonce's or J-Lo's. What's yours? When you're absolutely confident, I want you to think about this right now. When you're absolutely confident, how do you stand? How do you sit if you're sitting? How do you gesture? What's your thought posture? What's your thoughts like when you're totally like, I know how to do this, I've got this, I can handle it? What are you saying to yourself? I want you to make a note of these things and write them down in your phone, on a piece of paper, put them on a wall, but get your confidence posture. What happens when you're absolutely in this place? Why am I saying this? Because repeatedly, several times in a day, I want you to go to this position. Don't wait for the pressure to happen. Start practicing it before. So when the moment happens, you're ready for it. Make sense? One more thing. Once you've got your confidence, posture, state, and focus, I want you to develop what's called an anchor. And we use this in acting quite a bit. So in acting, what happened is this: when you have to go on set and all of a sudden you got to snap into love, or snap into anger, or snap into joy or happiness, and maybe you were just having a sandwich before. Oh, time to shoot, Cal. Oh, God. You put your sandwich down and hi! You got to jump into it. You have an anchor that's tied to that state. So maybe like LeBron James, right? Out comes the confidence. Maybe you clap your hands together. Maybe you snap. When I was an athlete, I used to always snap to put me back into a confident state. Now I just, and I start to feel this sensation. Some people laugh or smile, but you have something that puts you right back into that place. And the more you do it, the faster and quicker it comes. My one caveat to state is this: yes, you now know what your confidence, posture, focus, and language is, and maybe now you got your anchor, but if you only do it once in a while, it's not going to work. To be confident in any moment, you got to repeatedly do this. If you know who LeBron James is and you watch him, you'll see him do this every game. There's never a game where he doesn't do that. Think about it. It's not every other or every couple, every game. Right? So now it comes right away. Does that make sense? So the first thing is you have to practice and over-prepare. Then you have to get that state, get your confident state. How do you stand? How do you gesture? And then what's your anchor when you're there? The third piece is you have to take action. And people go, yeah, I know. I'm like, no. You can't build confidence without following through. You can prepare your guts out. You can have the confident state. But if you never get in the game, you never develop the certainty in your mind that you can do it. You have to face the challenge. You have to go through the test. And if you don't go through the test, you can't get the confidence. It has to be there. So think about this. My favorite speaker is T.D. Jakes. And what he says is, if there is no test, there is no blessing. In order to feel the certainty you can do it, you have to get in the game. Some people get nervous about, hey, I don't know if I can raise kids. You have to have a kid to find out if you can raise the kid. I'm not sure if I can ask for the business. I can't sell. You have to ask for the business to get better at getting business. If you're always just preparing and thinking and analyzing and coming to it, and maybe someday, you're never getting that certainty. It does not get better by resistance. It gets better by acceptance. You have to move through it. So I think back in the days when I was just getting going as an athlete, I'd get nervous about big games or big moments, and I'd like, please don't give me the ball, right? I only got better by taking the ball and missing those shots and making those shots. But by never taking the ball, the fear becomes magnificent. By taking the ball and hitting a couple of those shots, all of a sudden now it's like, hey, I did it. And if I can do this, what else can I do? That's the gift of taking action. It proves to you that, whoa, it worked. Now what can I do? And that builds. Success builds. Does that make sense? So if you want to be confident in any moment, you have to over-prepare. You have to manage your state. And number 3, you have to take action. Take the shots. Win or lose, take the shot. Get in the habit of this, do these 3 things, and you'll find a way to win. Hey there, thanks for stopping by and thanks for watching. Listen, if this video really resonated with you, make sure you subscribe to my channel to get the latest updates on how to find a way to win and really perform well under pressure. And for an even deeper dive on the training, go by my website, calvinstrong.com. I promise your time will not be wasted. All the best, until next time.